say, I was actually looking forward to this guy because his comrades told me that he was the most nutso of the whole group, and no one told us why Black Chamber was this demented yet. I didn't buy that it was only because of the Outer Heaven incident revealing their identities to the world, and neither did Viper because the reason for Black Chamber's vengeance was that the United States turned on them after they were revealed and the group was ordered to be executed. The last 5 members escaped and were paid to work with the GLF because they were the best in the biz, to the point that they obliterated nearly an entire Delta Force division sent to track them down. The reason that Black Chamber took the Galloway job was because Viper wanted to get revenge on Anonymous, the guy who ordered the execution of his comrades who would have involved himself with the Metal Gear destruction. I'm focusing on the story because the mechanics of this fight aren't that interesting and a bit abstract because Viper battled Solid Snake using a randomly changing invisible laser grid combined with periodic explosives, and it would have been fine the way it sat, just as a tedious run around to shoot the bad guy. But what really galls me is when Viper just decides to run the opposite side of the room from the second I finally get within shooting range. It's a barrel of fun that I have to deal with another 5 maze transitions just because he had ants in his pants. Viper was going to be the guy that had the most to add to the plot, and he played his part well in being ruthlessly sadistic in his words, but his actions were even more indirect than Pyro Bison because he's letting his lasers do all the work for him. It's weird for someone who claims to be the vengeful angel against the government who betrayed them to even act like this.